Hey there, my name is Annette Wittenberger. I'm the creator and producer of A Wild Ride Called Life, the podcast. This is my third podcast that I've hosted and produced and all the fun things that come with it. The very first one was called the Truths We Hide podcast, and that was created in 2019 and had a good run of almost 4 years. The second one was with an online editorial that did very well for about 2 years. And now this one. This one is very near and dear to my heart because it stems back from when I first founded my company, A Wild Ride Called Life. When I retired from the Army, it was a very difficult transition, and I felt like I had no place to go. And it was actually by the grace of God that I created a community, a blog, a platform to have a place where I could just share my story, talk about how hard it was to transition, how it felt to be out of uniform and not know what the hell I was going to do next. I continue to share my story, and I have created several platforms where we could come together as a community to just talk about the difficulties of life. And that's where A Wild Ride Called Life, the title came from. It was just something that seemed very fitting, and I stuck with it, and I've done so many things from just that title. Over the past 2.5 years, I have gone through a lot of heartbreak, a lot of shit, a lot of stuff where I was like, are you kidding me? What the hell is happening? Why is this happening to me? How am I going to grow from it? How am I going to recover? And how am I going to get to where I am today? This podcast is for everybody. And I say that because as a veteran myself, as a law enforcement family, as a former spouse, a mom, a grandmother, an entrepreneur, an empath, and someone who feels really deeply about everything that I do, my friends, my family, my dogs, they mean everything to me, and I wouldn't give that up for the world. I debated a lot on whether I was going to create this podcast right now. I kind of wanted to just leave the space and focus on something else, but it all just keeps coming back to how can I help serve my community? How can I help those that are still struggling with just everyday life? And this is normal life right now. Creating this right now in the corner of my office with my dogs around me, TV in the background. You are going to get the real and raw and most authentic version of me and this podcast. I'm never going to bullshit you. I'm just going to tell you how it is. And I do that through several different forms. Through therapy, because I go to therapy, through music. How do we heal from that? About entrepreneurship. We talk about how it is to just function right now in the state of the world, the chaos, the mess, through heartbreak, through divorce, through just real shit, right? We're probably gonna curse. We will never talk politics. We will often touch on religion because there's a lot of us who truly feel that our faith has gotten us through some of the most difficult times in our life. And I'm not ashamed to say it. I have personally gone through a lot of things where I just sit here and think, how in the hell did I get through that? I don't even know. I do know, because for me, it was God. There was no way in hell I would have survived half the shit that I survived. And I get emotional about that because I honestly didn't want to be here just last year. I was done. And I know there's a lot of us who struggle with that. So I open this up I open up this platform to talk about all the really hard shit, but also about the good things. Musicians, independent artists, songwriters, producers, because we never really truly realize how much music can help you heal. I am an independent artist. I don't talk about it a lot. Imposter syndrome hits me hard at times too, because I only have 2 songs out there and I didn't even sing them. One of my family members did. She wrote it, she sang it, I co-produced it. I'm currently now working on my 3rd and 4th songs. Again, I don't sing it, but I co-write and I co-produce, because collaboration is a big deal to me. And that is something I will never take for granted, and I will never push to the side, because I've always wanted to work with other people, whether it's to be on each other's podcasts, we write books together, we write songs together, we produce things together, we give back to the community together. Whatever it is, like, I will never want to do this on my own. Yes, this is another podcast. And yes, these are the things people want to listen to. There's still so many people out there who want to hear, they want to see, because we will be on video. They want to feel like they're not alone. And so I invite you to be a part of this. I want you to feel safe. I want you to be seen. I want you to feel seen. I want you to be a part of this community that I created back in 2017. It's now almost 2026, and I'm still in this space that has, quite frankly, saved my life. Speaking up and being as vocal as I am has saved me. I have lost friends, I have lost acquaintances, I have pissed off some people, I have been harassed, I have been ridiculed, I have been told you'll never make money, you'll never do this. But the thing of it is I don't do this always for money. My why is so much different. My mission is somewhat similar to other people's. We all want to help people. I want to save the world, and I've been on that mission since 2018. I've had in my mind, how can I help others the way that they've helped me? Although I never truly had one set mentor throughout my military career, I've had several. My peers, my friends, my family, they've all helped me in one way or another, helped shape me to where I am today. And that's a hard thing to do. I am a stubborn 50-year-old Hispanic, Peruvian, Latina woman who can't be told no. I will always figure out a way, and I think I have. I figured out the way that works best for me. The people that are in my circle now are the ones that are meant to be here. The people that I meet on some rare occasion, by chance, by coincidence, by circumstance, however you want to see that. I truly feel that it was at that moment that you were supposed to meet that person. I have a lot of friends who have suffered loss, heartache, shattered. They are the people that I look to figure out, how in the hell did they do it? How do they make it through that god-awful situation? But some of them have changed policy. They have gone to Congress. I look to them and I wonder, my God, how can I be that inspiration to someone else? I slowly do that. I slowly do things behind the scenes that I hope one day someone can look back and go, okay, if she can create something like that, then I can too. This is just real life. I thought about making some big fancy speech about why I wanted to create this podcast. And if you know me, or when you get to know me, Scripts don't always work for me. It's something that just comes from my heart. It just comes out. It truly just comes out, and that's what you're going to get from me. You're going to get the real stuff. You're going to get my dogs that are always in the way, who want to be part of the picture, part of the plan. You might hear them bark sometimes too. You might get my mom that peeks out of the corner wondering if I'm done yet. You might get all kinds of things, but this is my life. This is as real as it's going to get. But you won't ever get some bullshit that I'm going to try to feed you about how wonderful life is, because it's not. It's what we choose to do with it that matters. There's a quote that I heard years ago. Marshall Gillen, if you ever hear this, I always mention you at some point during an interview. Your message, your message. And it truly is. And with that, I will always tell you to always do what sets your soul on fire. It's going to be scary. It's going to be hard. But always go back to your why on the things that you do. Why do you do it? Are you doing it to make money? Totally fine. It really is. Are you doing it to help people? How can I help you do that? Do you want to write a book? I've written one. I've co-authored several. I'm not a pro, but I will help you get to where you need to go. Do you want to start a podcast? I will show you how to do that. I don't have some fancy studio with some fancy mics. I have one fancy mic. It's kind of cool. Fancy equipment, all the things. I don't hate on anybody who has that. It's amazing if you have the funds to do that. But if you want to just start a podcast to share your story, to help other people share their story, I can help you do that. I am on every social media platform I think possible right now. I think I might be missing a couple. But on every platform, you will always see the real me. On Instagram, I talk more about music now because I create a media company. This media company encompasses all of this: podcasting, film, songwriting, producing, how to tell your story, how to be as authentic as possible as you can be, how to just be you. You know, I have admired people from afar like Rachel Hollis, Brene Brown, Mel Robbins. Gosh, that's just to name a few, because there's so many people that I listen and I watch them, and I want to be as impactful to other people as they are to me. Jay Shetty, all of you. So this is short and sweet. I wanted to welcome you to the podcast that launches today on Veterans Day. We have 2 episodes a month. You can go to my website, awildridecalllife.com/podcast. Fill out the form, schedule a time. I'd love to have you. Never think that you don't have a story. Everyone has a story. It doesn't have to be magnificent, life-saving, hero action. It doesn't have to be that. If you have a story that you want to share because you just want to be you and you want to help other people, I invite you to come have a conversation with me. There you have it, guys. This is the very first intro video of my newest podcast, A Wild Ride Called Life. And I hope you join me on this journey.